Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 371 of the Red Force Podcast. My name is Tyler. Join me today, Christian Tyler.
We're here again. We're going to see. Is the sepia filter back on?
It might be a 2025 thing, Christian.
The Detective Noir.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We're here on the final.
Breezy Bird's here. There it is.
We're here on the final day of 2024. What a year! Many events in the world, Eric. Was the Middle East situation this year, or was that the start of last year? Let's start this year.
Christian,
that's probably the biggest event.
Stay poised for January 28th.
We'll find out. That's next year. We're not here to talk about next year.
Anyway,
we're here to talk about this year.
That's right. RFP Awards.
Now, Eric, the topic of the show is obviously 2025. Right. What we're doing. All right. Now, 2020. We're looking back at 2024, Eric. We're looking back. And we're having a reminisce of what happened during the year. Of course, real world events happened. Donald Trump's back. Israel Palestine war, death, destruction.
The
usual. Many wars all over the world, of course. Shout out. We go out. The heart goes out to the people, Eric. Of course, the classic. I guess it's One Piece related. The classic One Piece pirate, Eric, from Hassan Stream.
Hassan Stream,
classic. That's One Piece.
What related. Else? Anything else happened? I don't know. Not much happened this year, Christian.
Oh, a lot of world events, a lot of political world events.
A lot of personal things happened, Christian. Nothing really changed for me this year. More just the same year for me, Christian.
We're building this year, Eric. This year is building, Eric. We're building.
Cooking.
We're cooking. We're building. Next year, even bigger, even better. That's how we do it here, Eric. We're writers, we're producers.
Hopefully the economy.
It should come back.
We enter into a good 10
golden
years of prosperity.
A golden age.
Until we crash again, Christian.
That's the standard. But Eric,
sure.
What else happened? We got a few JoJo chapters this year. We got about 11 JoJo chapters. We're moving through JoJo. We're finally getting somewhere. We got a Bossu. Right. We got a crew.
Right.
We got a Cabal. All the things you need for a good JoJo part, we got that.
No One Piece film. The anime went on break.
But the anime was peak.
Right.
Alright. Now, Eric, apparently Zoro won some chapter of the year poll in Japan or on Manga Plus.
Zoro versus
Dorosei.
It was a top 5 chapter, first of all.
Okay. So, shout out. Now, Eric, What is your take on the 2024 video game situation?
Softier.
Nintendo
poised.
Would you say it's a flaccid year?
There wasn't the atom bomb, Christian. There wasn't the fat man. There wasn't the little boy.
What are your thoughts on
I think on average.
Wisdom.
On average, more good games.
More good, but no great.
But no holy shit,
masterpiece
shit, right?
Alright, what are your thoughts on Echoes of Wisdom?
Good game, experimental game, Christian. They're seeing how the formula works.
Did it need some more pizzazz, some more spice? 2D?
No, I think it was fine for what it was.
Fine for what would make it great? A crazy twist that expands and changes the entire thing. You know, you've done the 2D dungeon a million times. You know what I mean?
The concept was inherently divisive.
Okay.
So it was never going to score that high.
We'll talk about score. I'm talking about you.
Me. Could the concept ever reach peak status? 2D Zelda.
It's hard. I
don't think 2D Zelda can ever reach peak status again. Okay. The industry's gone too far past it.
That's true.
A tile set on the NES, blue versus purple, Christian. You think it's a completely different dungeon?
Okay.
That doesn't work in 2025.
No.
People go, that's the same asset.
Yeah. It's hard.
So.
And you've done the 2D dungeon a million times, Eric.
Right.
What's there left to do?
But I did like the combat spin. It was a nice little spin.
Alright, what are your thoughts on Meme of the year, Concord.
You gotta bring the source.
You gotta have that. You gotta have the design chops.
This is what the artists don't understand. If you want to do
Quirky.
a personal piece based on your own things, then it's a personal piece. But that can't appeal to the masses.
No.
You need to always maximize the source.
Yeah.
And then everything else comes later.
Yeah.
Because, Christian, as we go further into the future, we'll just keep on going into source territory. Every year, you need to have more sources stand out. So, Christian, the audience just wants to eat sauce.
That's true.
They
That's
don't
all
want any meat.
They want hype.
They don't want any...
They want sizzle.
They want sizzle. They don't want any...
They want coolness, Eric.
Then, when we're like on episode 7...
Then emotion.
Then where we can get in there.
Okay. We got a $5 donation from Breezy, Eric. Morge gave 2021 piece an A. Okay. Even though, quote unquote, cheap, Eric.
Have you been keeping up with Hunter x Hunter?
No. Switch 2 with a 3D Mario will be 2025. And me and Oda had the same birthday. Happy New Year, boys.
Thank you,
Go
Breezy.
win. Thank
Now,
you, Breezy.
we are poised to see that Switch 2 greatness, Christian. We want to see them games.
Sure.
People talking shit.
What are they talking about?
Oh, it's just a fucking
Spec upgrade.
spec upgrade.
Good.
Who gives a fuck?
Good, spec upgrade. Fuck it, good. It needs a spec
We're
upgrade.
going from a PS3 to a PS4 Pro.
Power. It's stronger than a PS3. Relax, guy. Alright?
A little bit. It's a PS3 Pro. The PS4 Pro. Even though there was no PS3 Pro.
Okay.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's in the... Whatever.
So
it was in the
jumping.
gap.
We're jumping.
The jump is significant. Maybe we can have games that run at 60 frames with a little bit of anti-aliasing, Christian. That's all I want to see from Nintendo in 2025.
Some anti-aliasing.
Turn the anti-aliasing on in handheld mode.
Will there be an enhanced Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom edition?
Confirmed, apparently.
Do you have to pay for it?
Breath of the Wild, not Tears, and Breath of the Wild free.
Free.
Said the rumors. It's an upgrade, Christian. You just put the cartridge.
All
in
you
Switch.
download it off the store.
Apparently, Nintendo are preparing patches for a few select games as upgrades for Switch 5. It's going to be a part of the marketing campaign.
Of course. Enhance. I will play Breath of the Wild again. Eric, am I ready to make the take that Breath of the Wild is better than Tears of the
This is the
Kingdom?
nostalgia debate.
Am I ready?
This is nostalgia
Am I
debate.
ready to make the claim? Now, if I play Tears of the Kingdom first, I might say Tears of the Kingdom. If I play Breath of the Wild first...
Breath of the Wild was the holy shit nostalgia. I just got the new console. This is fucking crazy. Nintendo back game. Tears better in every way, measurably, but didn't have that emotional source.
Eric, also, it's the same world. Like, I get it. It's got more content. It's got better puzzles. It's got all this extra shit. But I've been here before. That's the issue with Tears of the Kingdom. If you play Tears of the Kingdom without any context, you didn't play Breath of the Wild. You just jump into Tears of the Kingdom, go. Peak.
It's going to be a long time till we see another Zelda game. Maybe
Long time.
maybe 2030.
Will it be on the Switch too?
Yes.
Alright.
But 2030. That's out now.
2030, relax, guy.
With 2025, it came out in 2024. 6 years, 2030. It came out at the end of 2023. Middle of 2023, right? Or at the end of 2023. At the end.
At the end.
6 years, 2029, 2030.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard between the games.
Anyway,
It's hard.
the rumors are that Prime 4 will indeed be the cross-gen game, the show-off of the hardware.
Sure.
Retro been cooking.
Good. Now, Eric, in other news, 2024 saw the release of a certain DLC. Did Eric play this DLC? I
Not
can't
yet.
remember. Not yet, but is it on the docket?
It might be next year. Who knows?
Eric,
Christian?
you are not prepared for the
probably,
FromSoft
There's probably going to be too much sauce next year.
to play it.
I feel like that DLC came out and spluttered away, Christian.
No, it was there for. It lasts longer than Indiana Jones, Eric.
That never happened.
That never happened. That lasted maybe 10 hours.
Quick take before we get into these.
Yeah.
How are your thoughts on From Software and how they're doing with this
Great,
Elden Ring IP?
Eric,
I feel like
there is a forgotten sect of the FromSoft fanboys, Eric, And you know what that is?
The PvP
The
guys.
PvP multiplayer guys. Now these are the guys that keep this shit going
Forever.
for literal years.
Right.
There are still fuckos in Dark Souls 1
Ready to duel.
ready to invade, ready to
invade.
duel. They're there. No one knows who they are, but they're there.
A guy in a shoebox in Japan.
Sure. There's still people invading in Dark Souls 3.
Man, what about Demon Souls? Are they still there?
Who knows what the Demon Souls community is doing, Eric. But I am ready for this PvE aspect.
Now, how
of
do
the
you feel
game.
about 1 or 3 player? No 2 player option. How do you feel about that?
It's strange. You either played solo or you play with 3 players.
Right. That's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird. Just put the 2-player option in. I don't... Like, I get they have to rebalance the whole game. Fuck it. They got specific boss mechanics for 3 people. The server splits into 3.
Yeah, I'm
They
gonna
got specific
say
mechanics.
there's gonna be bosses that don't work in solo, and all the Souls Masters gonna get upset.
Or they don't do mechanics. Like, if the server was 1 split into 3. Can you imagine trying to... A 3 enemy boss with 1 guy?
That's what I'm saying. If they do that, the Souls Masters get upset. Will this be the lowest rated Souls game? Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed?
I believe Dark Souls 2 is an 89.
Dark Souls 2 might be the second highest rated. It's 91 or some shit. But Eric, it'll be a great experience. It'll be a great... Eric, sure, you got the remix bosses, but you got 8 new bosses minimum. Alright? You got new weapons. We're adding the Sekiro mechanics. This is underrated. People don't understand how good Sekiro is to feel to play. Have you played Sekiro?
No.
Play Sekiro. It is a fantastic feeling melee game. Once you play Sekiro, you can't play any other melee
What are they
game.
doing next? I want to see what's next. I don't want to
They're
see...
cooking in the pan.
I don't want to
That's
see
it.
Elden Ring 2. I don't want to see Elden Ring DLC 2.
This was Elden Ring DLC 2. They always do 2 DLCs. This was DLC number 2. They decided to split it off into its own
Okay,
game.
what are they doing, but?
Eric, if it was a DLC, not its own game, what would people be saying? There wouldn't be no complaints.
What are they doing, though?
They're
Are they
cooking.
doing Sekiro 2? Are they doing Dark Souls 4?
I doubt they're doing
Elden Ring
Sekiro 2. They're probably doing
Are they
another...
doing just Elden Ring 2 with a different title? And
See,
a different
Miyazaki
vibe?
said he's like 95% happy with Elden Ring. So are they gonna delve into a different area? They tried with Armored Core.
What about a From Software card, Christian? How the
From
fans...
Soft card, Bloodborne card finally coming out, Eric. They said they would explore their options.
You played Bloodborne. You
Yeah.
played all the Souls games.
Yeah.
Except a little bit of Dark Souls remaster on PS5.
Demon Souls.
Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Is Bloodborne getting legendary status because of this saga? And is it overrated?
Demon Souls, Bloodborne will be a lot better with a graphical upgrade, 2,
60 FPS.
60 FPS, because that shit is muddy, it's choppy,
It's grim.
it's grim. It would majorly benefit from that upgrade, and then it'll go to legendary status.
But where do you put it on the pantheon of Souls?
It is slightly below Dark Souls 3 for me, just because it turns into a hack and slash game.
Give us a list.
Why are we doing the From Software
Just
tier list?
so people know where it is, and then we'll move on.
Alright, Dark Souls 2.
Right.
Dark Souls 1. Bloodborne. I want to put Sekiro. Then Elden Ring.
Then 3.
Demon Souls.
What about 3?
I said 3.
You never
After
said 3.
Sekiro.
Sekiro 3, then Elden Ring.
Yeah. Now, Demon Souls probably the last because it's missing mechanics. It's weird as fuck. It's unbalanced. It's fucking annoying as shit.
I feel like Bloodborne's getting a little bit of the Hollow Knight treatment, where like this saga's gone on for so long, it's hit legendary status, even though
The re-release.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Anyway,
Bloodborne, there are certain sections of it that are just like, why? And certain
that's kind of
like,
all Dark Souls games though. There's always a certain section.
yeah,
where it's like,
I
what's
guess
happening?
so. But like, it needs that tech upgrade, and once it gets that 60
What if they
smooth
go
shit,
back, Christian, to Dark Souls 1 and finish the game?
legendary status. But Eric, anyway, enough about games. And next year we're gonna start talking about One Piece, Eric.
What are the people that are saying, Christian? Elden mid cash grab. See, Christian, the The Discord goblins, Christian, that run the game's narrative are not happy.
They're not happy.
They're not happy.
They're not happy. Eric, someone's saying, I played Bloodborne and I got ganked by invaders on Bloodborne PS4. Eric, I'm telling you, the PvP, FromSoft PvPers
are still there.
Are eternal. No one knows who they are. No one knows if they're even real.
Are they bots from
some long forgotten server?
Right.
No one knows, but they exist. Right? You don't know.
Okay.
All right. But there you go. Let's get into One Piece. I have pre-awards here. Eric, it's been a long year. Many things. We've got Egghead.
A lot of dumb takes. A lot
of breaks, which leads to a lot of theories and a lot of takes. Right? A lot of agendas this year. From Agenda Master JD Legend himself. Did he spark off the great agenda debate this year?
He did.
With the fake out death scenario.
He sparked it with the Wano downfall, and then Morge picked it up.
And then picked up the ball, and then we added to the fire.
Right.
Alright? But Eric, 2024 Best Creator Award. This goes to the best creator of the year. The person putting in the work.
This is voted by the people,
Voted by
we
people.
put out a form.
Putting out the work, putting out the videos.
Stoking the agenda.
New ideas, Eric. Now, Eric, did you see that crazy cold thumbnail? Or was it cold, bro? That crazy Brago
I did.
thumbnail.
I was like,
Brago, what are we doing here?
Nasty work.
Now, is this just the thumbnail guy?
No.
Did Brago direct this thumbnail?
This is a Brago direction.
Brago, what are we doing?
He's a nasty man.
This thumbnail's nasty, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Now, did Brago lose his category because of that thumbnail?
Probably not.
Alright?
They probably gave him points.
Best creator. Brago's been putting in a lot of work. JD Legend putting in some work.
Not a lot of work. One video, really.
Right? 2 videos. Right? And of course, Mr. Morge gone crazy this year. Putting out content.
He's the only guy doing the detailed theories.
He's putting out the content, Eric.
Right.
Alright? So what you want about Mr. Morge is putting out the analysis.
Some strange takes.
He's putting out those strange takes. He's putting out those theories. Right?
He's driving the narrative.
We made fun of him for the God Night, Holy Night theories. He got them right.
We weren't in the Holy Land, though.
We were not in the Holy Land.
Don't let him get away with that.
They did invade, which is something different. But anyway, best creator. Number 3 goes to King Rico. We appreciate
the hype man, the good man, the great man.
Second place, Brago, the nastiness. Brago is the nasty man.
Brago also drives the agenda on YouTube, Christian. Doesn't really hit Twitter that much.
No, he is the YouTube man. Right? And the best creator of the year goes to Mr. Morge with 26% of the vote. Shout out Mr. Morge.
Shout out Morge. He's putting the work.
Making the content. Now, Eric, why did King of Lightning not make it to this list? I think he's doing too much power.
Because I didn't post it on the King of Lightning Discord this year.
You posted on the BDA.
I didn't post it on the BDA either. I just used our community.
Use the Twitter.
Twitter as well, sure.
Okay, so Mr. Morge. Mr. Morge making the content, Eric.
Okay.
Mr. Morge making the content. Shout out Mr. Morge, Eric. Now, Eric, MVP of the year. The character that put the most work in the story. I mean, it's obvious, alright? It only has to be one. Number 10, Shanks. No, number 3rd, Shanks with 10% of the vote.
Right.
Second, Kuma, 21% of the vote. Luffy, Eric, with 55%.
MVP.
Luffy, obvious MVP. He's the one doing all the work this year.
Zoro, no, I think Zoro was about 4%.
He's grouping up Kizaru. He's grouping up Saturn.
Big grip.
He's grouping everyone up.
Mm-hmm.
What Zoro? Eric, the Zoro fans would say Zoro.
He's knocking out Gorosei. People didn't know that, by the way. He defeated Gorosei.
Send him to space.
Pretty easily.
Send him to space, Eric.
Right.
Packed him up, bring out. If the Big Mom L counts, the Mars L counts. Got ringed out.
L.
Got Team Rocketed into space. And then had to teleport back.
Fusen still unbeatable.
Sent him, arguably, to the red line. Now, does Cole want to calculate the firepower for that?
He assumes the summon ran out.
But he might have flown to the red line.
It's true.
Sent him packing many hundred kilometers.
We might have to ask King of Lightning to calculate that.
Calculate the math on that one, King. Right. We need that calculation. But of course, Luffy. And of course, the Jump Fest voice acting section had this scene being voice acted live, because the anime, they know, Eric. The nastiness. The Gear 5 nastiness. After the whole community...
Kizaru will never recover from this animation.
After the whole community said, Luffy too goofy. Oda said, let me pull out that aura. Let me pull out that grip up paddle.
Kizaru will never recover from this anime, by the way. What they're going to do to him. He'll never recover.
The sound effect. We're going to do the new sound effects.
Sure.
We're going to be spinning like a top. We're gonna get those. We're gonna get those wily kind of sound effects.
They can't cope when they see it in action.
He's gonna be coughing up blood. He's gonna be struggling.
Right.
He's gonna be. And then the Pizarro, disrespect. See, this is the real reason why people don't like Gear 5, because when Luffy goes up against an opponent,
just pray to God he doesn't go up against your favorite character.
They get disrespected.
Right.
Eric. Alkaido's gonna be turned to a meatball and thrown into the sun.
It is what it is.
You get disrespected when you fight Luffy, alright? Now how much damage he's just doing with the calculations, we don't know. Alright? But Eric, Luffy with the aura, this shit. With the MVP status. Now we move on to the most aura, Eric. Eric. Third on the list with 4% of vote. Zoro with the aura.
He's the aura man.
4%. That's low for Zoro, Eric.
And third.
Eric, no, people weren't buying.
A certain man.
No one's buying the Lucci sauce. No. This is what this says to me. No one's buying the Twitter agenda of Zoro low diff Lucci. No one's buying it. No one's buying it. No one's buying that agenda.
I don't think so.
He went high diff, extreme diff with Lucci, huffing puffing.
Spluttering.
And the anime's gonna slice him up. The anime's gonna extend this, and it's gonna make Zoro look good. Alright?
He's gonna have cock flames everywhere.
Cock flames everywhere. He's gonna be going high diff with Awakened Lucci. Zoro's not gonna look good.
Can you believe the anime comes back in April?
It's crazy. 4 months.
Wild scenes.
Where are we in Fishman Island?
I don't even fucking know.
I think Luffy's met Shirahoshi. Right? I want to see that Red Hawk, and I want to see. Will they add?
Now, I find Oda's commentary interesting because he says the anime has moved on with the times and a schedule for the times. Does this mean we're gonna get 6 months of anime, 6 months of remaster?
Who knows? We might do that. I want to see the Dressrosa remaster because that shit needs it badly.
We're gonna have to do Punk Hazard first.
But we have to get through Punk Hazard. But Punk Hazard, they could get through Punk Hazard pretty quickly. But Eric, what do you think
most aura Zoro
about the most aura Zoro? No one's buying it. No one's buying the Zoro agenda.
4%'s alright.
It's not good.
There's a
new man in town.
There's a new man.
This man's name is Garling.
Out of nowhere.
Is this the character that came out of nowhere? Final Saga exclusive character.
He had a little bit of sauce when he was introduced. And then the Gorosei.
Did you how he was introduced?
And then the Gorosei moment, Christian.
Yeah.
There he is.
Well, was he introduced last year?
Last year.
This man came out of nowhere.
Because the Kuma Punch was the first chapter of this year.
A Final Saga man comes out of nowhere. Instantly, with 24% of the aura, goes to Garling. That's a large portion of aura.
Okay.
Especially with the Luffy, the number 1 spot taking 61%. Garling's got a lot of aura.
That tells me that panel is sticking into people's minds, Christian. The group.
People want to see.
Right.
People want to see Garling, and they want to see what Luffy. They want to see Pyro King Luffy. They want to see the Gear 5 aura drip. Eric, that might be an all-time panel.
Peak. This also tells me that Zoro fans are very loud, Christian, but they're not there.
No. They don't turn up to the polls. Like a certain other faction.
Right.
Alright?
Now, Christian, chapter of the year.
Chapter of the year. Derek, many chapters of the year. The chapter I wanted was not here. Too controversial. People can't see the themes. People can't see the aura. The Luffy Bonnie chapter.
It was on the list. I put it on the list.
It's on the list. People don't want to hear it.
Right.
But that's my chapter of the year.
Okay.
Why? Because of the themes of One Piece, Eric. The freedom.
You enjoyed that chapter quite a bit.
That's my chapter of the year.
Right.
Alright? Because the themes.
You like characters inspiring the youth, Christian, to be free.
Go peak.
Hype.
The themes of Egghead hit me right. Alright? Eric, where Kuma's come from, the slavery, the pain, the suffering, the yearning for the Nika to save him. But no, did the Nika save him? No, he inspired everything he sacrificed, inspired into Bunny, and then Luffy came and freed Bunny. I am free. Give me a future where I'm free. That's what we want to see, Eric. That is the next generation, Eric. That's what we want to see. And that's Oda's message for the next generation.
Be free.
Be free.
Christian, with 10%.
That's what I wanted. But I didn't get that.
Right, with 10% of the vote.
People don't want to hear. People only see
hype.
It is hype.
I told you, people only see the source.
People only see she looks like Nika. I can't take this. What about the power scaling? What about the devil fruit?
Christian, how many times do I have to tell you? It's all about the source.
I know. I find it interesting no one put Bunny in the top 30 this year, even after that meltdown. No one's putting Bunny in the top 30. After that insane meltdown...
Interesting.
What happened to the Give Me the Arcade in the future, Eric? It didn't happen. People... See, Eric, people are crazy. Alright? But anyway, chapter of the year. With 1104, the Kuma Punch on the sentence. Sad, Eric, that anime...
I feel like this is...
That anime is gonna hit.
I feel like this is a little bit of... Just, the...
Next year, get ready for that episode.
I think, yeah, this has got a little bit of... At the start of the year, people forget.
Sure.
If this happened a couple of weeks ago, this would be, I'm sure, number one.
Sure. But the Kuma... Eric, get ready.
Peak.
Get ready for that anime episode, that anime flashback.
People aren't ready for this flashback.
Eric, that punch is... They better do the classic Celestial Dragon punch.
Remade.
And the Kuma running through his life, Eric. The music, the new sound effects. And he comes in for that punch. You're not ready. You're not ready. Eric, we need an Ishitani all-time masterclass.
Listen, you keep on bringing up the new sound effects, alright?
Eric, that's a new sound effect.
Alright.
Eric, I'm not going to hear the same DBZ weird giant run bullshit. I want to hear real sound effects. Okay. Eric, we need an Ishitani masterclass for that episode.
Well, you need a lot of those. She's doing a lot of different stuff. She made a masterclass, Christian.
I know, but I need that for canon material, please. All right. Will we get the crazy art style man for the Kuma?
Just a little bit of reflection. How good was Fan Letter?
Great. Peak. Go. All right. A little cocaine pace, Eric. A little bit of cocaine pace.
I thought the pace was okay.
If you're not One Piece fan, you've got no fucking idea what's going on.
Well, it's made for One Piece fans.
I understand.
They're not going to explain what the fucking Paramount War is.
I understand that. They kind of did, but...
Not really.
And the only reason why Twitter cared about that episode, because one word.
Source.
Mihawk. And Marineford. That's it.
When Luffy screams, set sail, does it rattle your spirit?
It does, Eric. Because why? It goes back to the major themes that equal freedom.
That's right.
And people tell me that One Piece is about communism.
Let's get to these other chapters here, Christian.
Second.
12%. A tie.
Tie between 11-10 and 11-21. Gorosei rolling up that double play spread, Eric. Now, Eric, you didn't... What was the other chapter?
That double page spread, Christian. The
certain
we
man.
will find the One Piece.
Okay.
We're gonna come up with a name with that because that panel is constantly
the important men.
Nah, too wordy. Too wordy.
Oda's top 12.
Yeah, let's go top 12.
Oda's top 12. Right. All right. Because we got Kaido's top 5. Then we got Oda's top 12.
Right.
All right. Why is Kobe there? No one knows. All right.
That honors the impact.
All right. That honors the impact. But yeah, of course, the Gorosei rolling up. That was crazy week, Eric. And Luffy staring him down. Not afraid, no fear. That's Emperor status right there. Right. Eric. That double play spread was crazy. Eric Sand stabs is right there.
Correct.
I mean, where's Rocks? Can we get the Rocks flashback?
My
question to you: when the fuck are we getting the Rocks flashback?
Well, Garling has to deliver it, I guess. Or Gar.
When? After when's it going to be relevant?
Well,
if Rox isn't a player, it will never be relevant.
It might be relevant to Teach as well. Blackbeard.
Is Oda going to milk this, give us little chips and pieces of it throughout the entire story? Because we have the Kuruma angle.
What if it's like... Rox D. Zebek is actually Garling's brother and Shanks is the son of Zebek and I fooled you all.
Okay, I don't know how to respond to that. But there you go. Eric, of course, chapter of the year. 1108. Luffy gripping up Saturn and Kizaru. Eric, the animal fans will never recover from that. Sure, they got Kizaru delivery man.
They got some Mickey asterisks.
They got some asterisks to it. But they will never...
Classic Oda, by the way.
They will never live down the Pizarro.
They can't recover from Green Bull. They acknowledge that. They push into the side.
Some people say Green Bull the source, Eric.
Yeah, but that's a Zoro fans hyping up the Black Blade,
okay.
Right? Let's put that to the side.
Right.
Once that anime comes out, they'll never recover from Kizaru. Because I see what actually happened is Kizaru is just running away from Luffy the entire fight, and Luffy runs out of time limit.
Yeah,
that's not a defeat.
That's not
a defeat.
It's a cat and mouse situation.
Hey, Tom and Jerry situation, Gush.
Yeah, sure. It's a run around cat and mouse fight. It's you can't pay.
And then when Luffy hits him with that star gun, he gets rattled.
But then he's delivering pizza.
Apparently. Who could it be?
Who could it be? It could be Sanji, Eric. Who knows?
Whatever happened to those light touching gloves? Maybe Frank will pull them out.
Shout out Chekhov's gun. Where's the boy Mr. Moz video?
Oda doesn't really use Chekhov's guns or red herrings.
He just says this
is
cool.
He just likes details and people think they're Chekhov's guns.
He's just like, hey, this technology is cool.
He loves a little bit of tech detail. As we know.
As we know, Eric. As Skypea, as we know, Eric. But of course, Luffy gripping up Sand chapter the Eric. Most characters agenda. No, this is obvious. Number 3, Revolutionary Army was 6%. Of course, Dragon.
The classic meme.
Still going.
The holidays are here.
Where's Dragon, Eric? Where's Dragon? 2025, you have Dragon?
No.
Sanji, what is this? Sanji and the Navy tied at 10%. Why is Sanji getting... What were the Sanji fans... Are they talking about
They're trying to hype him up.
Reverse from top action.
Kizaru with the kick in the laser. The goon face. You know, shit like that.
They're trying to hype him.
Letting Vegapunk die.
But Eric, did he die? No. And Eric, Vegapunk said...
Let me die.
I don't care.
Right. I can't die.
Captain's orders. You don't deny Captain's orders. Sanji... You know, he likes to deny Sanji.
He's a little bit fast and loose with Captain's orders.
Alright, he's a little fast and loose with it. But Eric, of course, the most cares agenda. The Zoro fan base.
It will never end.
Eric, they were under attack this year. Because of the Lucci performance. No one is buying the Havana hunt.
They're still talking about the rooftop. They're still talking. We got Luffy.
When will it end?
Shit.
When will it end? Eric, this year proved that Zoro...
We got Luffy gripping up an Admiral and a Gross at the same time, and they're still talking about the rooftop.
They're still talking about Zoro clashing with...
Wait, guess what? Luffy was far better on the rooftop than Zoro was.
Eric, this year proved to us that Zoro is still first commander level, and he is not going above it until he does something against an Admiral.
Correct.
/ giant, Holy Knight, whatever the fuck's going on in Elbaf. Until he beats his Elbaf opponent...
Quickly, prediction for you.
Yeah.
Will Zoro even clash with Stabs? Again, Oda, please give us a name.
Maybe next week, alright?
Okay.
But, will he clash? See, Oda doesn't like to use Zoro as a hype tool. Sanji!
Gonna get bound up.
Sanji's getting bound up by that woman. By those bandages, Eric. Sanji's getting wrapped up. That's what Sanji does. Alright, he did.
He's gonna get packed up, he's gonna get wrapped up. He's gonna get gripped up.
I mean, it's Sanji against women, so there's no Pascal agenda there.
People are gonna bring the old tired talking points up again when he loses to a woman. We're gonna do it again.
Please don't do it, Oda. But Oda doesn't like to use Zoro as a hype tool. So if Zoro clashes with someone, he has to look good. And we gotta hype up Stabs, so that will happen.
Okay. But Zoro fans are always fine for their life, trying to say he's going to be the second strongest of all time, ESO, trying to say he's close to Luffy. Nah.
OP rating, Eric. OP got a rating of 4.3 this year out of 5. That's a good rating.
Decent rating.
That's decent. That's a great rating.
Okay.
Shout out. Alright, that's the year review.
Good year, not a great year. Similar to video games.
Eric, it was a great year.
I feel like if the Vegapunk speech hit...
If there wasn't breaks... Eric,
Yeah.
there were a lot of breaks between it.
We would have been deeper into Elbaf
Think
as well.
about the Kuma punch.
Yeah, but...
Think about the AK finale. Joy Boy Haki. Eric,
I would like to have
Garlic,
seen Luffy...
Eric, Garlic taking the throat.
I would have liked to have seen Luffy get a legitimate W in Kizaru.
I understand
I
that.
would have liked to have seen us get deeper into Elbaf.
Eric, I understand all those complaints. But let me tell you this. Kuma Punch. Bonnie Awakening. That's for me. Alright?
You're the only guy talking about
I'm the only guy talking about that, but that's for me. Alright? Eric, how can you forget Luffy gripping up Kizaru's head? How can you forget that?
I can't forget.
How can you forget Joy Boy Haki? How can you forget Anu twerking on the floor about the Joy Boy Haki? Alright, how can you forget that? How can you forget Gali taking the throne? How can you forget Aimu murking Saturn? Unprecedented move by Oda. A great villain move to make us feel the threat of Aimu. We're starting to feel Aimu's an actual villain, Eric. That was a great move by Oda.
Yes, they were good stuff. They were great stuff. But
You wanted that W.
we need a little bit more for it to reach peak.
Elbaf.
Elbaf will be it.
Alright. Moving on. That's Roger Shanks. How strong is Shanks, Eric? Another year of greatness for Shanks. Let's reflect on the Shanks feast this year, Eric. Of course, the anime. One-shotting that fucking bum kid high off his quote-unquote defeat of Big Mom. Notice how the Giants are like, Luffy, you defeated Kaido and Big Mom. Fuck kid. What kid? Who's that? We put him at the bottom of the ocean. Shanks put him at the bottom of the ocean, Eric. You know why? He's not a contender.
Sorry about it.
We got black people, got Shanks as the real contenders. And Luffy. Alright? Those are the contenders. Kid, you didn't make it. You didn't make the cut. You're not a contender. Alright?
That's right.
Eric, there are people out there, Eric, still saying, it's almost at the end of 2020, still saying Kaido's top 1.
Delusional.
There are people out there saying, Blackbeard, the man, going extreme diff with Law. Might be a bit harsh, but that's what it is. There are people out there, Eric, and they're saying, even after this year of the Aimu, Eric, everyone forgot about Aimu. Did everyone just quietly drop the Aimu stocks?
No, they just erased the panel from their mind.
They just erased the sweating on the floor.
Right.
The crying, Eric.
Right.
They erased it from their minds. Eric, and of course, worst of them all, the Mihawk. And Eric, have they been properly shamed this year? Are they indeed become a joke?
Did Mihawk not feature this year? I don't think there was a feature.
There was no... Maybe a little bit of Buggy in the corner. When Buggy's like, this is our treasure, maybe he's in the corner. He didn't say anything.
Again, another year of nothing.
He didn't say anything. Alright?
Mihawk.
Shades the Good King, and every week we come with 100% factual information. This week's evidence is, Sage is so strong, his plotline will make Elbaf that 11 out of 10 peak 5 greatness, Eric.
Get ready.
Get ready for it.
Speaking of which,
topic of the show.
now, we talked about this a little bit on DMs. Have you been cooking in your mind what Elbaf is about?
Yes.
Have you been constructing the image?
The image is, don't forget your past, Eric. Don't forget your traditions. Don't forget what your nation is about, Eric. A little nationalistic, but we did come off one, Eric, and that was, I don't know.
Nippon #1.
Nippon #1, we're not opening the borders, fuck you, get out of here.
Right. So, Oda's not, Kazuma Bound to Burn, that classic line, Christian.
Borders are still closed in Wano, Eric. Let's not forget that.
It turns out that Christian the Dawn is not defeating Kaido, it's the One Piece. My mistake, Oda. No one's talking about bringing the Dawn for 2 years in the manga.
No.
I would have liked if Oda made Vegapunk say it to keep it a little bit more thematically
I mean,
consistent.
he basically said it's coming to the point.
Right.
Eric, it's all about the Nika sauce.
But anyway, how do you feel about restoring the giant warrior's pride? What ultimately, we've been talking about this quite a bit. The villains, who we're fighting, what are we doing?
The world government.
Because this is supposed to be the strongest nation on the planet. No one can touch them. No one can do anything about it.
Invaded by Garli's orders.
Is there a civil war going on?
Eric, Oda basically implied from the Job Festa message that this invasion will be the kickoff to action. We're fucking around. We're having a good time. We're having a little bit of a feast.
What do we... The Loki angle still intrigues me. I don't buy him either way.
As a what?
As a villain, as a good guy, as a third party, maybe.
Third party, Eric.
Again, where does Big Mom fit into all this equation? Because if we're going to deal with the Holy Knights, does Big Mom come into play? The Lin.
It seems to me there's going to be three parties, Eric. Straw Hat Alliance. World Government, Big Mom, and Loki.
How does that play out, though?
Big Mom frees Loki. Luffy gets tied up with the Gorosei. Because with the Holy Knights. Loki seems to be the key to everything. Is his devil fruit needed?
It'd be very simple if Loki's the villain.
Maybe the devil fruit can power some sort of doomsday device. Because they're saying it's a legendary devil fruit. The devil fruit's been hyped up.
I feel like if Loki's the actual villain, it makes the equation a little bit easier.
Loki's not Loki's a scapegoat. It's clear from the last chapter. He's talking to Shaggy. He's a good guy. He's clearly the scapegoat.
Well, then we need an evil giant faction, though.
Evil giant faction. It's called King Harold Dodgy Man.
Again, the greatest warrior nation on Earth, untouchable.
Invaded. Garlic said, "I'm not fucking around."
But again, we have the questions of why not tell you what it is.
Because Garlic said, "I don't care about your world balance, other elders. I'm taking over. I don't give a fuck if the giants start rampaging across the ground.
My son can get it done."
That's what he's saying, Eric. He's saying you're holding the leash.
Nah,
on
he
the
ultimately
Holy Knights,
won't get it done.
Eric, you've been holding the leash on the Holy Knights for too long. I wanted to.
Finally, it's figure land time.
Eric, I don't want to hear about the Holy Knights have to stay in the Holy Land to protect the Gorosei. I don't give a fuck about the other celestial dragons. It's time. It's Garlic's time, Eric. It's Garlic's time, and Garlic's time is nasty time.
Does Garlic turn up this arc? Does Garlic
Eric,
scroll up?
two villains is not enough. We've got the entire giants.
But that's what I'm saying. We need a lot more characters.
We need a faction.
Does Big Mom shake hands with the Holy Knights?
No, the Holy Knights will never touch pirate filth. That's clear from Garlic's speech.
Confusing.
Will they be used as a conduit to summon the Navy?
The Navy again?
Kizaru shuts the fuck up against the Fiji
Navy. No Navy.
Does Al-Qaeda finally return fire, Eric?
Who we defeating is the question.
Well, Luffy has to get W.
Oh, we got a big donor here, Christian.
Chris D.
What do we got?
$20. Happy New Year, fellas. Cheers to a great One Piece year. And I'm predicting an even better year for 2025. Can you guys please send me your energy / good vibes so I can find a worthwhile a wife worthy girlfriend this year, Christy.
We're giving you all the energy.
It takes a lot of effort. It's brutal out there on the dating apps. It's brutal out there in the world, Eric. Alright, it's brutal out there in general.
You gotta go on a mission.
You gotta go on a holy quest, Eric. To find the one. And you gotta find it, Eric. It's a brutal dance of death. The mental damage, Eric. Don't tell us about the mental damage. The mental damage. It's a great task.
Depends how you enter it.
This man's looking for a worthwhile.
Chris D, throw the dice.
Roll, find someone. Eric, I don't know. Is this man setting out on the journey, or is he a seasoned veteran, Eric?
Who knows?
And he's been fighting in the trenches for a long time, and he's tired.
Is he salty?
Is he tired, boss? He just wants to rest, boss.
Punished, Snake.
Punished, Eric. Is he punished? We don't know. But shout out to Christy. We're sending you the good energy. We hope 2025 treats you well.
I imagine 10 chapters in, we'll figure out what the fuck's going on with Elbaf next year. But for right now, it confuses me.
Did King Harold have a secret world government? Obviously, here's the plot in my mind. King Harold was selling out the giants to the world government.
Maybe the whole CP0 Lamb's house thing comes back into
Exactly,
play.
Eric. So King Harold's selling out the giants.
Or Mokashi.
Selling out the giants to the world government. Loki finds out, enraged, about his whole homeland. The pride of the giants being sold out. He's mad he kills his father. He eats a devil fruit. Framed
Listen,
and chained up.
even if we have all 9 Holy Knights here,
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck it is, how many there are, not enough for the Shore Hats to fight.
Yeah.
So, and the Alliance we have already. Dorian Brogy apparently worth 1.8 bill.
A lot of money.
Is there a secret underworld cabal with the prisoners, Christian, the criminals?
It seems like Elbaf is one village and we're in it. King Harold's dead. There's no royalty. What is going on? Where is the larger faction?
Yeah, where's the enemy faction?
It feels like all the giants are currently in this village. Yeah, the holy land, the top of the tree.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Skypiea when we first enter that little village.
Sure.
And then we expand.
Is there a greater Elbaf with the upstairs? What's going on in the heavens realm? We don't know.
But yeah, we got a lot of guys on our side and like 2 guys on the other side. So I was gonna figure it. And Luffy's no bum.
Luffy's gripping up everyone. So we're gonna find out, Eric.
Does Thor exist?
Eric,
Does Boulder exist?
the Sons of Harold. Well, they I don't know.
The Sons of Odin.
They refuse to take the throne. They were denied by the elders to take the throne. So it seems like they don't exist.
Well, again, maybe the Sun Realm has its own governance system, the Heaven Realm has its own Olympus, and fucking.
I don't know about that theory.
Because that's kind of how it worked in.
I understand that.
Land. But.
Are there even giants up there, Eric? Are they?
Because the royal castle is just a castle in a fucking village.
That's what I mean. It seems very contained, very small, Eric.
Anyway,
Eric, Chris D replies, "I hit the big 30 this year, and I need to get it done."
he's feeling that clock.
He's feeling that clock, Eric. Now, Chris D, let me ask you this question: are you grizzled? Are you tired? Have you had enough of that bachelor lifestyle?
Now, Christian, the red pillars would suggest he finds a 19-year-old.
That's
the dark side.
You don't want to go to the dark side, Eric. Don't go to the dark side. Never go to the dark side. All right, we don't want to go down that route. All right, because it ends in a nasty place, Eric. It's a nasty place.
It ends when you're 45 and bald and divorced, Christian.
No.
Anyway.
Now, Eric, I need to be impressed by a giant this year. Odin needs to show
Loki
me.
be freed this year?
Loki needs to do something crazy to redeem the name of the giants, because right now they're getting bodied. Am I convinced that these invaders wouldn't just take over the country easily?
No.
I want to see some source. I want to see some hype. It seems like they're coming in stealth.
We're gonna have to destroy some mountains or something because there's no real players to kill.
That's true. Hey, what about the mystery man? Scopagabon. Just think about the Scopagabon angle.
Loki takes out Scopagabon. If Loki's supposed to be
why should you not linger in Elbaf too long, Eric? What is the danger there? There's some underground shit going on.
Christy responds.
Christy, I am tired. Not going for that young, but definitely mid-20s because I would like 2 kids. The man's thinking about the clock, Eric. The man's thinking about the clock. Now, Christy, you're a 30-year-old man. There are certain expectations.
Certain
from
bags.
a 30-year-old man, Eric. We're talking about you got to have the secure bag. You got to have the mortgage. You got to have that job.
You got to have that mental fortitude.
There are certain... If you're a 30-year-old dude, you're going for a younger woman, you need to have... Because what are the benefits of the older men? The resources. Now that's a bit of a red pill argument,
right?
All right, but it's basically a fact. All right.
Okay.
Christy, you're 30. You gotta have your shit together. So you gotta have your shit together first, and then we go on the quest.
We're gonna start a red pill channel.
It's not about red pill, Eric.
All right.
You're either built together, which happens when you're young. That's when you're young. You're built together. But when you're 30, there are certain societal expectations.
Right.
I'm just saying. It's just a fact.
Christy responds. In spring, I'll make that 100k plus. He's saying he's got the bag.
Christy got the bag. Alright. Christy's got the bag. He's ready, Eric.
Now you gotta mask that bag until you find the correct one, Christian. Because you don't want the...
I don't know. That's red pill advice right there. Alright.
Yeah, but don't be going crazy.
No, you gotta
buy
go
crazy shit.
Eric, 100k plus, you can't go crazy these days, alright? Let's get serious.
You can't be buying credit cards and shit.
Sure, you can't be buying Lambos and shit, alright? You got a good income, alright? Christy, you ready?
Are you in shape? Are you prepared?
He's prepared, he's ready, he's poised. Get to it. Because the time's ticking.
Alright.
You don't want to be that 4-year-old dad with a newborn, Eric. Because then you'll really be tired.
No, if the 40-year-old point doesn't work, the next even... Because in the darkest
the darker realm.
The darkest realm.
The Philippines. And that's the never recover realm, Eric.
That's the abyss. Okay.
You're never recovering from the Philippines move. You're never recovering from that. You can't be that white guy with the Philippines import. You can't be that guy.
No.
You cannot be that guy.
Get to work, Christy.
Because that guy never recovers from life.
Christy, are you in good shape? Can we work on this?
No.
What are we doing? But anyway, anything else on Albaf, Christy?
No.
What's younger Obama saying?
Younger Obama saying you got to be in shape. He's doing the red pill.
Christy responds again, Christy.
Christy, I'm above average shape. Been back in the gym again since September. Not as good as my college days, but I got that pre-time skip Zorro build. He's looking good, Eric. He's probably average. That's fine. I don't know what the situation in America is, Eric. He said college, so I'm going to assume he's in America. I don't know what the situation is. Alright? But it's a mental state of mind, Eric. It's a mental state. It's about compromise, about many things.
Play it like a game. Don't get you emotional. Don't be emotional about it until you're ready to be emotional about it.
That's what I mean. Is this man tired? Is he ready to be emotional? Is he ready to go all in?
If you're on a quest, treat it like you're on a quest.
Eric, if you're not ready to go all in, you're gonna be ready to go all in. Because if you're not ready to go all in, you're gonna fail.
You're gonna get punched in the mouth.
You gotta go all in. Now, the red pills will say, don't never go all in. But Eric, that leads to the dark side. You gotta go all in. You gotta be willing to put it all on the line. Otherwise, that's not gonna work. But you gotta find the person who's also willing to put it all on the line.
You know, and be chill. Don't be cringe. All that stuff.
Sure. Eric. He's a short king, Eric.
Now what does that mean?
5'6". It's okay. He's 5'6", Eric. He's a short king. You have to go for someone short. You have to go for someone shorter than you. And there's plenty of women that are shorter than you. Alright? It's not. Eric, we're not that tall. We're what?
5'8".
5'8". We're not that much taller than this man.
That's an acceptable height, though. That's average height.
5'8". 5'9". It's fine.
We'll just start going below 5'8".
5'9" with a nice pair of shoes, Eric.
Okay.
You can pull it off, alright? The 5'6", yeah, it gets tricky, alright? But don't fall into despair. Because there are many women who are shorter than you. And that's all that really matters.
Or you could go...
Can't climb that tree.
Maybe you could go for someone freakishly tall, Christian. 7 foot.
He put the skull emoji. He's...
He knows.
Christy, we wish you all the luck. We wish you all the luck. The 5'6". It's a challenge. Alright? But everyone's got challenge. Everyone's got challenge.
Everyone's got downfalls, Christian.
Everyone's
he's got the bag, he's got the shape.
You can't have it all.
Can't have it all.
You gotta have the confidence, Eric.
I mean, if you don't have it all, then, you know, keep your expectations in check.
That's also true, Eric. Not everyone can get that 10 out of 10, you know what I'm saying? I'm sick of these goblins, these whole goblins going for those, saying I need a 10 out of 10.
I need Scarlett Johansson.
You're not getting it.
Keep your expectations in check.
Yeah.
And do what you can. We appreciate this.
Christy, we appreciate you. We appreciate the bag. We appreciate your quest. Right.
Keep us updated during the year on the quest. He's a
Christy's always around, Eric.
He's always around.
Christy's always around. But there you go. We have a new quest for the Chris D saga. But there you go. Elbaf's still very hard to predict right now. We're really missing the villain. Loki's kind of off the list. We have 2 invaders. Is that enough?
Is there a 3rd invader?
Is Big Mom coming? What are we doing?
Who knows?
Like, that's the
maybe Rob Lucci comes back at 3rd.
Rob Lucci, Eric.
The CP0. Maybe he comes back with the old school guys, Christian, the Bluno.
Brings the whole gang back together.
That they exist?
Now, will Zora mid-diff him now, after Egghead?
Probably not.
Alright, there you go. Eric, Shakes is the strongest. Shakes is the God King. 2025, here we come. Happy New Year to all the people out there.
Indeed.
Eric, 2025, the year of the quest. Be on that quest, Eric. Shakes is the strongest. Shakes is the God King.
Good night.